strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural Deshaun Watson. Looking to throw right away is Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Take it in at the 3. Up to midfield. Kene Nwangu. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. A give running right is Chubb, and he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who's shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Off of play action, it's Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this returnable for Rager. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 3rd and 2. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. First carry now for Alexander Madison. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Cousins. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 7-7, our score after 1. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph now to have the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got him not pinned down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison from 17 yards out. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. And the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away. Shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Here comes Rager. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. To Jefferson on the slant. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Throwing, Cousins. Looking middle, and that's complete. On the move past the 40, down the left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings! For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blower out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the Browns getting set to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Touchdown, Browns. Donovan Peoples-Jones. 63 yards. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down, here's Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Personal foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Down inside the 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Cleveland offense making their way out. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Watson on first down. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Watson, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And they will take over 1st and 10. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And out across midfield down to 45. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range down at the 27-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Going to throw deep for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. It was Danielle Hunter to make the play in the backfield. So we've reached halftime here in minute. All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they scored here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Another carry now for Madison. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal, but you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll go Madison up the middle, and he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Trying the power game with Ham. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Once more, it's the fullback Ham. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. faking the give. Now Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he will have the Vikings first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. On 2nd down, this is Madison. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Going to run with Madison again. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
4th down, Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall. On 1st down, it's Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Under 4. They come up on 2nd down. Now Watson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Watson. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Uses the stiff arm, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. They'll start on the ground with Madison. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On the handoff, it's Madison. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Cousins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Watson now to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Watson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. Maybe some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The return from his end zone is Grant. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he brings this one all the way back. So definitely good for the individual stats. Maybe not for our storyline, but he's in for the late score. Extra point by York is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Joseph on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here this